Hey everybody, it's Lashes Lane, and this is the Sober Showgirl podcast. I am so excited to be back. I miss you guys. I was gone for a whole week. I was not feeling well at all last week. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I had an allergic reaction to an eyelash glue that I have been wearing for close to 20 years. So it was kind of devastating for me. I guess I can't wear duo eyelash adhesive anymore. One of my friends, Miss Marina Elaine, she is a burlesque performer and producer. She recommended the Kiss eyelash adhesive, so that is what I'm wearing today for today's episode. But I needed to give myself some time to just heal. And then I had some other little health things come up last week as well, and it was just not it, guys, not it. So I took a little break for the week. I took a break from the vlog. I took a break from the podcast, and I'm really just so thankful to be back. I got dolled up a little bit for today's episode because I am just celebrating being able to wear makeup again. And honestly, I was looking back on my looks for previous podcast episodes, and I know it's all about the voice. I know it's all about just the message, and it's a podcast. You know, a lot of people don't even do video for their podcast, but I am doing video, and I've been looking very casual. This is the Sober Showgirl. So I have one of my dressing gowns on. I wear this one for my devil number, and I put on some gloves because I broke a nail, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I look good. I feel good. And I'm ready to talk about today's topic. I made a Facebook page for the Sober Showgirl today, a group page for daily motivation. I will put the link in the YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description. If you're watching it on other platforms, it might be more difficult to find, but just search the Sober Showgirl podcast motivation page and it should pop up. It is a public group, and I encourage you guys to join it. I will be posting daily motivational things, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, I made that today, and my first post, I wanted to write how many days I've been sober. So I did the math, and I have been sober for 1,000 days. I've been sober for 1,000 days. That is a lot. 1K, baby. 1K sober. It's crazy. I don't want to yell in your ears, but like, that's an amazing number. It's an amazing number, and it's kind of like a little surprise milestone for me because I didn't expect that would be my number today. I thought it was going to be like 900 and something, and it's 1,000. So I wanted to take some time today to talk about what it feels like to be 1K days sober, baby. 1,000 days sober. I can't believe it. Honestly, looking back on day one of these 1,000 days, I am just so proud of myself for not giving up. I tried to get sober before, and it didn't stick. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it's been 1,000 days. Looking back, I'm proud of myself. I feel like me then was just hoping I would get here and hoping it would feel good, and scared because I didn't know what it would feel like. You know, I was so scared because I was so used to this life of just drinking and hangovers and drinking and hangovers and drinking and hangovers and drinking and hangovers. I didn't know what it would feel like to even be a week sober. I think I was like a week sober when I was on like antibiotics or something, but I was still trying to sneak in drinking. I didn't know what it was like to be like a week sober, 2 weeks sober. Now we're at 1,000 days. So I feel a lot of joy in my heart, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys about what has changed. So the number one thing that has changed for me in these 1,000 days is, God, I don't even know if this is the number one. I wrote down 4 points, and they're all just like so important. So we'll say number one, but it's not the number one. They're all number one. The first thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is my physical health. Wow. 1,000 days without a hangover. 1,000 days without a hangover. Just saying that out loud is just such a beautiful thing. My life was filled with hangovers. I always felt like crap. I'd be hungover and then I would drink and then I would have like this domino effect of hangovers because I'm drinking when I'm hungover and then I'm hungover from the hangover and it was a lot. And I can't stop smiling right now because I just can't believe it's been 1,000 days without that. I mean, I'm not going to lie, when I started this journey, day one of 1,000, I was hungover because I had a really bad night of just being my worst drinking. And I was really depressed. I hit like a really, really, really depressive point and had a really bad depressive episode. Um, my mental health was really, really bad. And I was very, very drunk on day, zero of 1,000. And that's what sparked this, like, I need to make a change thing. That's what made me go, oh my God, I need to change. So day one of 1,000, I was hungover. So it's been almost 1,000 days without a hangover, guys, but it still feels great. It's just amazing. I am so much more functional. My body is more functional because I'm not hungover. I'm not dealing with like those hangover headaches and the horrible stomach aches and just trying to figure out how to nourish my body to make the hangover less severe. Now I'm focusing on nourishing my body and treating my body right because I want to treat my body right. It's not because I'm hungover. Before I'd be like, wow, I need a banana because I'm hungover. And now I'm like, wow, I need a banana because I feel like potassium would be really good for me right now and it would give me some good energy and I should throw that in my smoothie so it's a little bit, you know, heartier. I don't know if you think bananas are hearty, but I always feel like it just adds a little oomph to a smoothie. You know what I mean? A little potassium, a little bit of extra banana goodness. You know, I'm not thinking about, oh, I need it because I'm hungover. Before, I would drink coconut water and I'd be like, man, I need the electrolytes because I'm hungover. Now I'm like, dang, I'm really nourishing my body with these electrolytes because I just had a great little hot girl walk or I just killed it at the gym and now I'm going to replenish with these electrolytes or whatever. It's not about nourishing my body because I'm hungover. It's about nourishing my body because I love my body. And that is a huge change. Before, I feel like I was like slamming electrolytes and potassium and, you know, all like the little hangover cures and multivitamin, whatever, because I just wanted to get rid of my hangover. And now I'm treating my body right because I love my body. Crazy, right? It just feels good. It feels good. I'm like thinking about all the healthy habits that I've developed and they're just because I love myself. It's not because I'm trying to cure a hangover. I'm making green smoothies and green juices because I want the nourishment in my body so I can feel good for me. So I can have the energy to do the things that I want to do, not so I can not be hungover. So great. Also, my physical appearance has changed. I looked great when I was drinking regularly. Like there was nothing wrong with my body, but I didn't feel good. I felt really bloated. I felt really puffy. I was really hungover, so like I had a lot of water weight. I'm drinking a lot of sugary beverages, you know. I felt puffy. And I've lost about 30 pounds since I stopped drinking. That was not my motivation. I don't think I needed to lose weight. Like my number was fine. But the reason why I was that weight was not fine. Because the reason why I was 30 pounds heavier, it wasn't because I was healthy. It wasn't because I was treating my body right. It was because I was drinking and then I was binge eating fast food. I was drinking all these empty calories, and I was hungover, so I was eating more fast food, or I was too hungover to cook. So what do you think I was having? More processed fast food. I wasn't eating a lot of whole foods. I wasn't eating to nourish my body. I wasn't treating my body right. It was a lot of I was eating a lot of stuff that was not really good for me. And it was because I really wasn't treating my body right. I wasn't loving myself. I wasn't drinking every night because I loved myself. I wasn't drinking every night because I love my body. So the reason I was 30 pounds heavier is because I was treating my body like garbage. I, again, was never in this journey to lose weight. But I will say, I look at my body now and I am proud because I can tell how much water weight I was holding on to before, how bloated I was, how puffy I was. And that was because I was just drinking so much. So it's really nice that going alcohol free has spawned so many other healthy choices in my life, and it's made me have an easier time taking care of my body, nourishing my body, eating more whole foods, and it's gotten me into health and wellness as well. I last year got certified as a health and wellness coach. My programs will be opening up soon. I don't have anything available right now. And then I just passed my personal trainer exam. So I'm a certified personal trainer now. And honestly, I think going alcohol free in my life is one of the big things that made me want to pursue an active career in health and wellness. I kind of dabbled in it before when I was teaching pop Pilates, but really making this choice and taking this step is what made me want to get into wellness and health and help people, because my lifestyle was so not it, guys. Like the binge drinking, the binge eating, the choices I was making were not healthy, and I was not treating myself right. I'm just really happy with my personal wellness journey, and I know going alcohol free has contributed to that. So that's why I bring up weight again. Even though I might look good in pictures, that girl was sad. That girl was treating her body like absolute garbage. And so, I might have looked pretty in a picture, but on the inside, I was crumbling. And that's why I'm proud of the weight loss, because I just feel so much better. And if you know me, you know that I've struggled with eating disorders, and I've struggled with weight, and I've struggled with my body. And actually being alcohol free has been so healing. And that's probably one of the main things that's helped heal my relationship with food, which is the number two thing I wanted to talk to you guys about: my mental health. My mental health. Wow. 1,000 days of being alcohol free. What has it done for my mental health? It has done wonders. Like I just said, no, I don't think, I know in the core of my soul, going alcohol free has really helped me heal from my disordered eating. Being alcohol free has really healed my mindset in general. It has allowed me to become my best self mentally. I have suffered with anxiety and depression for a really long time. Anxiety, especially, just generalized anxiety. It's something that I still suffer from today. Going alcohol free 1,000 days ago did not cure my anxiety. I still have it, I still deal with it, but it has made it so much easier to manage, and it has gotten so much better. The alcohol was doing bad things to my mind. It was doing really bad things for my mental health. And even though I'm not 100% cured, I am such a better person mentally. I am so much more together up in my noggin. And I feel like I have a better grasp on reality. I have a better grasp on managing my anxiety. I am much better at managing if I have a panic attack. We all have those depressive demons that swirl around our minds. I feel like now that I'm alcohol free, it is easier to shut them down. That doesn't mean they're gone forever. That doesn't mean they don't come and swirl around my noggin, but it's easier to say, shut up, go away. I'm not falling into these depressive traps. Like, it's easier to pull myself up. It's easier to lift myself up and say, you know what? No, I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad fucking bitch. I'm not gonna fall into this depressive pity party because I got my shit going on. You know what I mean? It's just like when before I was drinking, I'd have like a glass of wine, 2 glasses of wine, 3 glasses of wine, and I'm feeling depressed. And maybe for a little bit I feel kind of like, woo, everything's good. But after, that third, fourth glass of wine, you start to get more depressed. You start to cry. You start to freak out. You start to get to that really dark place. It brings out the worst in you. You were trying to escape your demons, but you really just invited them to your pity party. And that is what I was dealing with when I was drinking all the time when I was depressed. Those demons were putting on party hats. They were hanging up the streamers, they were DJing. And they're not allowed to do that. The pity parties are canceled. I am just now over 2 years, 1,000 days. Well, actually, it's going to be 1,003 days when this drops because I'm filming today and then I have to edit and then it comes out Tuesday. So 1,003 days of being sober has really impacted my mental health in a way that I never imagined it could when I started this journey. I feel so much better. I am really trying to do better this year. I'm trying to really show up for myself. I'm trying to dress up for myself, be kind to myself, have a great morning routine, have a great nighttime routine, always set my day up for success, always wind down and close my night out in a way that fulfills me and sets me up for success in the next day. I'm trying to be a really good opener and closer for myself now. And that is something that I would not have been able to do when I was hungover all the time, when I was drinking all the time. I am waking up at like 6:30 in the morning. I am having my matcha. I'm doing my journal. I am, trying my best to drink water before I have coffee or my matcha. I'm trying to eat breakfast. I'm really trying to do all of those things that I've always wanted to do. I am trying my best to do the morning routine of my dreams, the routine that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to be the girl that woke up, did her journal, had a little caffeine, had a meal prep breakfast. That's who I wanted to be, and I didn't think that it was possible for my life. And after taking these 2 years to really heal and these 1,000 days to really heal and find myself again, I'm finding that I've always been that person. I was just too drunk and hungover to show up for myself. So I can finally be the person that I have always been, I guess, in the core of my soul. I can finally be the person of my dreams because I am not hungover or drunk. I am finding that I am all of the things that I always wanted to be. I just wasn't showing up for myself because I was too hungover. And it's amazing what can happen when you do yourself a huge favor of letting go of alcohol. If you're watching the video version of this, I pushed with my hands and I'm wearing leopard print gloves and it looked really funny. My mental health might not be perfect, but I am really working on it and I am really proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself. I can't wait to see where I'm at next year with it. I'm really happy with where I'm headed with my mental health and I'm really proud of myself. And another thing that I want to talk about is clarity. I have a lot of clarity now that I don't drink alcohol. I am seeing things so clear. Seeing things so clear. When you are drinking all the time, when you are hungover all the time, things are so blurry, things are so fuzzy, and it's hard to kind of like get a grip on what is the true reality, because you're wearing these booze goggles. How do you know what your reality is when you're always wearing these boozy goggles? You take them off and you can see so much better. And I feel like that's what's happened to me over these 1,000 days. I have gained so much clarity in like what is actually true, what is true about myself, what is true about certain situations, the way that I acted when I was drunk, the way that other people acted when I was drunk. You're like, wow, that was really effed up of me. Or you're like, wow, that was really effed up of those people. You're seeing clear, you're thinking clear, you're maybe seeing the friends that never really had your best interest in mind clear. You're like, oh God, y'all let me do that? You guys were feeding into my addiction. You were feeding into my problem. I don't want to be around you anymore. You're seeing who you should have in your circle. You are seeing who you really are, and you're able to trust your gut and your intuition so much more because you're not drinking all the time. So just having clarity of different situations, really knowing who you are, I feel like that is just so important. And then the last one that I wanted to talk to you guys about is being more present. I talk about this, I feel like, in every episode. It is something that I am just so passionate about because I really feel like when I was drinking all the time, I wasn't present because I was thinking about drinking all the time. And I was always like, oh my God, when are we going to drink? I'd wake up and I'm like, let's drink. When's the time to drink? Is it too early to drink? And all I was thinking about was drinking. And I would make plans with friends and it would revolve around drinking. Or if it didn't, I'd be wondering, can we get a drink? If we're not getting a drink, should I like spike my coffee? you know? Oh, we're going to a theme park. I hope we're not going to Magic Kingdom because we can't get drinks there. I hope we can pregame at Epcot. Like, just, I mean, if you don't live in Orlando, that's not relevant to you, but just so you know, you can't. I think you can drink at one restaurant at Magic Kingdom now, but before it was like totally dry. So we would go to Epcot first to have drinks, of course. But, what? It is a family park. Why was I thinking about drinking so heavily, It's just everything revolved so heavily around drinking, and then I'd be hungover and I'd be late to events, or I would be late to just hanging out with friends. Just like, hey, let's meet up for coffee. Maybe it wasn't like an event or anything, but it was still like something that you're supposed to be on time for. It's respectful to be on time. And I was always late and hungover and just thinking about alcohol. And I just feel more present in my life. I'm more present in my life, in my mind. I feel like I just have room and space in my brain, in my heart. And it's not just filled with booze. And I love that. Those are all of the things that I feel like have really changed and impacted me over these 1,000 days. It's crazy. My physical health, my mental health, clarity of just situations, and being more present. I know that I rambled on about certain topics quite a bit. If there is something that you want me to touch on in a deeper level on future episodes, just let me know in the comments or reach out to me on Instagram. You can either reach out to @LashesLane for my main profile or at the Sober Showgirl. I am available on both and I look at all of my messages and I would love to hear from you guys. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has tuned in and watched these episodes. I am so thrilled that I get to do this. I'm so thrilled that I get to talk to you guys about all of this stuff. 1,000 days is just absolutely insane. I can't wait till I'm talking to you guys and it's been 2,000 days, 3,000 days. My sobriety anniversary is in July, so we're going to have to do something big for that, right? something big on the channel, on YouTube, or maybe a special podcast episode, something big. I'll come up with it. But I'm really proud. Don't be afraid to celebrate your milestones. Don't be embarrassed to celebrate your milestones. Celebrate every minute of being sober. This is a big fucking party, and we should be so proud of ourselves because we are doing something that's kind of hard at first. It gets easier and easier with each passing day, with each passing moment. This life just becomes normal. And I'm here to say 1,000 days of being sober. This is my normal. I don't think about ordering a drink anymore unless it's a mocktail. And I think that's amazing. I never thought that it would become this normal in my life, and it is so normal. My life used to just be going to bars and getting drunk, or always bringing alcohol to family parties, or always bringing alcohol to friend parties and just being the girl with the bottle of champagne. That was my life. That's not my life anymore. And my life is so much better. I am a more present friend. I am the coolest aunt ever. I am never too tired to play Barbies. I am a better daughter, and I am a super awesome chef. I take care of myself. I take care of my body. I had enough time to get 2 certifications over the last year. I have so much more free time because I'm not hungover. It's just really cool to think about all the time that I feel like I have now because I'm not drinking and I'm not hungover. And I hope that that's inspiring to you guys wherever you're at on your journey. It just gets easier. It gets easier every day. Don't give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. You're worth it. You're worth the change. And I'm really proud of you guys. I will have another episode out next week on Tuesday. I just want to close off this episode by saying that I love ya. Please, if you aren't already subscribed to the show on whatever platform you are listening on, do me a favor and subscribe because it helps me out a lot. I love y'all so much. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that too because I have weekly vlogs and you can see what my sober life looks like every week. I love you guys. I think I said that like 6 times. I'm really excited about this 1,000 days thing, so I'll say I love you till I'm blue in the face. Till next time, I'm Lashes Lane, and this has been the Sober Showgirl.